Uranus is a big disruptor. That's what Uranus does. Uranus is the rebellion that breaks us out of the uniform hive mind conformity that Saturn can bring. It's where we start asking questions. It's like, has there really only been one human in human history who was really a god and more perfect than the rest of us? Did he really walk on water? Did he really feed 5,000 people with a loaf of bread? You start asking these questions. Do I have to live my life exactly like my parents? Do I have to do everything, my family and friends told me I should be doing in my life? You start asking these questions in Uranus. But then you have to progress, you progress to Neptune, where you find this divine, universal, unconditional love and all this intuition and all this spiritual insight. And then you still have to keep progressing to Pluto, which is your soul's journey and soul's evolution. If you get stuck at, Uranus or Neptune, you get stuck and things kind of go sideways. And you never self-actualize. You never really become yourself. You never get to your potential. I'm not talking about, you'll never earn your potential and your 6 figures and millions. I'm not talking about that. When I say your potential, it's about being the real you and being able to feel content about that. So Uranus, again, it's that initial rebellion that breaks you out of Saturn's conformity. Because Saturn is the last visible planet. When you take the world and the universe at face value, Saturn being the last visible planet, it's symbolic that, well, I don't believe it unless I see it. If you can't show me the numbers, it's just not real. Because scientists would know about it if it was real. Or my pastor would know about it if it was real. If it was real, it'd be in the Bible. It's all the same shit, right? So Uranus is that initial rebellion that says, you know what? I think there is something beyond this visible world. I don't think my parents know everything. I think they're good people. They've done a lot for me and they meant well, but I don't think they know everything. I think they're human and they have stuff that they're stuck on. They have their own issues. It's where you start having this realization and you're like, you know what? I'm going to be me. And when you first start being you, when you have your awakening and you first start being you act like a weirdo. You go overboard. People think you're eating weird stuff and wearing weird things and you're thinking weird thoughts. And, that's just part of it. You have to get past that. If you don't get past it, you're like one of these people that was at Woodstock in 1969 and, you still wake and bake. You've been smoking a shitload of weed for 50 years and, eating way too many mushrooms, dropping way too much acid, and it's like, you think being weird and doing drugs like changes the world somehow. You don't realize that your rebellion was hijacked by very cleverly diabolical people in intelligence services running psyops. It's actually your whole rebellion was a psyop. If you get stuck in rebellion, you never realize things like this. But anyway, I'm really digressing.